What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So a little update on the truck. We now have our appointment set up with ECT Performance, so we should be we got our torque converter already, good news, and we got the cam, lifters, springs, everything already in stock. We're just waiting for ECT Performance to make some room for us, because I think he's got like a couple cars before us. We do have to make a trip to Topete Mufflers also to get some V-bands installed, so that's coming up soon. But we should have everything and that vlog started already within next weekend already, so I'm excited about that. In the meantime, we got a few projects to do here at home. We're gonna be building one of these modern gates here, something like this, for this area here. So I need to build some panels here and here, and then we're gonna measure everything and build everything so we can have a gate here in this area. This side's brick, and this is the stucco side from the house. Here's the material I'm using. I got 4 2x6s and then 3 2x4s. They're all redwood. So my plan is to build this with the least amount of money possible. I looked up these type of modern doors, and they range from like $800 all the way to $2,000. So, you know, here at Project BC we do stuff our own. So I figured I spent about $60 in wood, and then I did buy some plexiglass, which was another like $60. So we're in it with $120 right now, and that's where I want to stay. I want to stay under $200 to build this whole thing. I took the liberty already yesterday of cutting, because the 2x4s come with like a little edge here, like a rounded edge. I just cut like 1/8 off each side, and using the saw I cut about 1/4 of an inch into each wood. This is where the plexiglass is gonna sit in there. I did that with 2x6s, which are gonna be on the sides, and then the 2x4s. This is the top, so nothing's cut here on the top. So right now I'm gonna work on getting the frame set up for the door. So I have the 2x6s. They're on the side. This is where our frame is gonna be. I cut this off the 2x6. This is gonna be our door stop, and then we have our frame here. So I'm gonna be staining these first before I bolt them on, and I think that should be it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding this, staining it. I'm waiting till it dries a little bit, and then we can go ahead and install it. Once we have both frames here, we can properly measure what our door width needs to be, and we can start cutting these 2x4s over here to that size. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be somewhere around. It's not that wide of a door, it's probably around there. And then these are our plexiglass right here. So we're going to be cutting these to size too. So let's get started by sanding and staining. Alright guys, we sanded these nice and smooth now. They're ready to get stained. This is a stain we're going to be using. It's called General Finishes Gel Stain Brown Mahogany. So I still got like maybe 1/4 of stain here. It's a gel stain. Let's go ahead and apply some stain. We got 1 coat of gel stain on the framing. Unfortunately, this thing has to dry for like 24 hours before I can apply another coat. I want it a little bit darker, so I'm going to be putting another coat. So I'll let this dry for 24 hours. I did stain both sides, even though one side's going to be against the wall, but I want to make sure it's as waterproof as I can be. Even though it's red wood, it's made for outdoors, but I still want to make sure that it's stained on both sides. So we have all of this done here. Alright guys, our frame is completely done. It took me a while because this wall is not exactly level. So let me show you. Now with those shims there, we're completely level. We needed these shims to make it level. It's a nice big gap right there. Same with this side. Nice big gap here. But we're gonna be putting another piece of wood here, kind of like a little design to kind of cover all this area, because there's no wall that is exactly level. This one though, this whole thing is now completely level right there. So, and then I measured, we got exactly 35.5 from each side here. So I measured it from the top, from the middle, and then from the bottom. This side I ended up just using regular screws. Tap into the wood of the actual house. Because I tried using these, I don't know what you call these, like anchor bolts, but they just kept coming off. Because I think they're not made for stucco. Stucco just kind of rips away. So I had to drill all the way to the wood studs. Then on this side, we did use those anchor sleeves, because this is masonry here, so I did tap into those. I used some wood screws to kind of hold the shims in place. But don't worry, none of this is going to be able to show because I do have the door stop that covers all this. It's a piece of wood that's maybe about an inch big, so don't worry about any of this. It's all going to be covered up right here. Same thing with this side. I'm going to have to just trim this bolt here a little bit so that the strip of wood can cover it, but all this is going to be covered. So I'm going to clean up my tools, clean this area up, and then we're going to mount our, not the full door, just a section of the door that's going to be on this side. So I did router these up. I freehanded it with the router because I didn't buy the template that goes all the way around this, but came out all right, I guess. Right there. So it's gonna go around here. I'll go ahead and mount it right now and make sure everything's nice and square. But this is how it looks so far. So once we buy our little wood here and stain it, we're gonna go ahead and butt it up against here, and you won't even be able to see it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pre-drill our screws so we can go ahead and screw it onto here, right here. So this is part of our door. I know it looks kind of confusing right now, but once it gets its shape, I'll show you guys how it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill it and drill it right there.
Hold up, taste go wild when I pull up. They all on me like they want some. Think I got what you need, well I have none. Hop off, you're a freak and I'm handsome. Slide up in the club like 2 chains. This snake is on top of the food.
Alright, everything's pre-attached here. Now we're gonna go to the outside where we installed our framing, mount it up, and lock it in place. But yeah. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we have our hinges mounted on our actual, what's going to be our door. Now I'm going to do pre-drill some screws here so we can mount it.
Stand out like a star, no new name. All these words in my DMs, no message back, I just see them. I get them hooked and I reel and then throw them back when it comes in. I'm a snake on this lane, I'm speeding up, pushing the train. I'm handle down, I'm leaving pain, we dripping in venom, so babe, I'm a VIP.
Alright, this is what I was talking about, is the door stopper. So this will cover all the holes, all the mounting holes, right there. Bam, it butts up against the door. And then the other molding that I'm going to do later on for here It's gonna be the same exact way, but in the front. That way we cover up this whole gap right here like that. Bam. And bam. So let me go ahead and grab my compressor and my nail gun with some glue. That way I can go ahead and seal it up here. And I'm not gonna do the one on this side though until we have the whole door completed and I gotta see where I want it to stop. But it's gonna be somewhere around the same area like that. So let me go ahead and grab my gun and my compressor and stuff. And just like that, she's done. At least the framing part. So now when you open and close this, it butts up against that. Open the door, close it, open, close. All right, I'm gonna stop here, guys. So make sure you guys tune in to watch when we actually build the whole door and put our plexiglass. Our plexiglass is gonna be going in through this little crack here. That way we go from this to this. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you guys want daily updates. Make sure that you guys subscribe, because every 1,000 subscribers we do a giveaway. So it's time to announce our giveaway for the last video. So if you guys watched the last video, I told you guys that I was gonna do a giveaway for anybody that commented on Torque Converters Rebuilders Instagram. So I'm gonna go do that right now. All right, I didn't have time to put the names all in that random thing, so I'm just gonna go through like this randomly and just choose one. Let's go. Let's see who's the winner here. Right here. This is Heido123. Right there. Hit me up, man. Let me know what t-shirt you want and what size, and I'll go ahead and send it to you. This is Heido123. Congratulations, bro. Make sure that you guys enter the giveaway so you guys can win some merch. Make sure to copy your merch if you haven't on projectvc.com. Let me know what you guys think about these kind of videos. I know I gotta switch it up from the truck ones to do some house stuff. I know a lot of you guys enjoy that. That's gonna be it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one.
A limitation, hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably $sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga. I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my